Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is January 13th, 2024, and Xavi Hernandez has said that Cruyffism is the way to beat Real Madrid tomorrow. Also, the operation to sign Estevao Willian, or Messinho as he's known, is currently in danger. And finally, a La Liga rival club is looking to sign Marc Casado. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and as I've been announcing these past few days, I'm gonna start doing 2 videos a day in order to break down the news into 2 shorter videos rather than having a longer one. So this will be 1 out of 2 videos, with the second video coming out later today. Now, having said that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps the channel continue to grow. Now let's start with the news, because tomorrow is the long-awaited day as Barcelona will play against Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup final in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. And Xavi Hernandez, in a pre-match press conference, said that Cruyffism will be the way to defeat Real Madrid tomorrow. Now, this statement came about when Xavi Hernandez was asked that now, since Pedri is fully healthy and will be included in tomorrow's squad, will Xavi revert back to the 4 midfielders? And in regard to that, this was Xavi Hernandez's response. Now, Xavi said it doesn't depend on Pedri. He is 100% there, and I have a very clear idea. Having the ball, dominating, regardless of whether we play with 3, 4, 5, or 6 midfielders, doesn't change our DNA, which Cruyff instilled 30 years ago. We are looking for that way, and it is our way. True to Cruyffism. So Xavi Hernandez again insisting it doesn't matter how many midfielders he plays with tomorrow, with a 3, 4, or however. The way to beat Real Madrid is through Cruyffism, through the Barcelona DNA, and I have to say I couldn't agree more. The only thing I must say, unfortunately, is I haven't seen much of that Cruyffism lately, or even all throughout the 2 years. But maybe we'll see some of it tomorrow, because after all, Xavi Hernandez's Barcelona has performed well against Real Madrid in the past. They've had some of their best matches against Real Madrid in the past, including the Spanish Super Cup final last year. So hopefully we do see some of that Cruyffism, some of that Barcelona DNA that Xavi Hernandez is referring to, because it will be crucial to defeating Real Madrid and claiming Barcelona's first trophy during this season. Now, Xavi Hernandez was asked whether momentum is in favor of Real Madrid. And in regards to that, he said, I have the feeling that Madrid are stronger when Barca are stronger. If we've won any titles, we've had to go through Madrid in the Super Cup final, in La Copa, in La Liga. They also react when they see a strong Barca. It's all very evenly matched. So I also agree with that statement. It's definitely evenly matched, not because Barcelona are playing so great, but also because Real Madrid are not playing that well, just like Barcelona are. They're both going through tough moments. The only difference is that Real Madrid have been a lot more consistent when it comes to winning. So we're going to have to see what happens tomorrow when the 2 La Liga giants meet, who again are not going through their best moments. But Barcelona do tend to play better than against Real Madrid than they do against any other team. Now, the final question that I will go over is that Xavi Hernandez was asked whether there's anything at stake for him. If he loses the Spanish Super Cup, does he feel like his job is in danger? And in regards to that, Xavi said, I'm playing for a title. I'm more relaxed. We've shown that we're a winning project. And of course, Real Madrid are hungry. They always are. Real Madrid react even more when they see a strong Barca side that can compete with them. Tomorrow is an ideal scenario. I'm looking forward to this title. So Xavi Hernandez making it clear that he's not nervous. There's nothing at stake for him tomorrow as far as his career. He doesn't feel like he will lose his job if he loses the Spanish Super Cup. What he's worried and focused about is winning this title. And I think in this aspect, I think he is correct. If he does lose the Spanish Super Cup final, I don't see him getting sacked. Again, I don't see him getting sacked at all midway through the season. If Joan Laporta, who still believes in Xavi and still betting on Xavi, does decide to get rid of Xavi Hernandez, I don't think that's going to happen until the end of the season. Now, speaking of the match tomorrow, it's looking like Joao Cancelo will not be fit for tomorrow. Of course, he suffered that injury in his hamstring. He has been working really, really hard to recover from this injury, and there's still the possibility that he could be ready for tomorrow, but it's most likely that he won't, because there isn't enough time. That's number one. And number two, Barcelona do not want to risk it, because even though tomorrow's match is important, we still have an entire La Liga season. We still have the Champions League. We still have Copa del Rey. It's not worth it to risk the health of Joao Cancelo for one match and then risking him missing the entire season versus, having to miss tomorrow's match but be healthy for the remainder of the season. So yes, there is a chance for Cancelo to come back, but most likely we're not going to see him tomorrow. Now, speaking of injuries, we now know why Vitor Roque did not play in the Spanish Super Cup semifinal against Osasuna. I know a lot of people were complaining in the comment section saying, no, why did we sign Vitor Roque if we're not going to play him? Why is Xavi Hernandez not benching Lewandowski and bringing in Vitor Roque in the final moments of the match against Osasuna? Well, there is explanation, and it's been revealed that Vitor Roque had suffered a muscle discomfort in the Copa del Rey against UD Barbastro. The next day, medical exams were performed and ruled out any kind of injury. But nonetheless, Barcelona did not want to risk it with the 18-year-old who just arrived in Barcelona. So they decided not to play him against Osasuna in the semifinal. So that's why he didn't play. It's not because Xavi Hernandez is afraid of benching Lewandowski. He's already done it twice. It's because Vitor Roque had suffered a discomfort and he didn't want to risk him. So we'll see if maybe he'll be ready for tomorrow. Hopefully he will. Maybe we'll see the Brazilian play some minutes tomorrow in El Clásico match. Now, speaking of Brazilians, this is the bombshell news, because the operation to sign Estevao Willian is currently in danger. Now, Barcelona have been tracking Estevao Willian for quite some time. Deco has been working very hard to sign the Brazilian, traveling to Brazil, meeting with the player, meeting with his entourage, constant communications with the family of the player and with the player himself. Estevao Willian has made it clear that he wants to go to Barcelona. Barcelona have made it clear that they want to sign Estevao Willian. But today, the bombshell news dropped that Chelsea representatives are currently in Sao Paulo, in Brazil, ready to sign Messinho. Now, the representatives of Chelsea have traveled to Brazil with one goal and one goal only, which is to sign Messinho. They're ready to pay his entire release clause worth 60 million euros. They're willing to pay it cash up front. They're not there to negotiate. They're not there to try to get any deal out of this. They're there to pay the whole cash up front in order to sign the player right away. Now, Barcelona, this, of course, raised alarms in Barcelona, because even though Barcelona want to sign Messinho, even though Messinho wants to go to the club, Barcelona have not made any moves or any offers because they can't. The financial situation does not allow them yet to. The financial fair play restrictions does not allow them to make any offers. So this raised alarms in the club. The club immediately reached out to Messinho's father, and Messinho's father informed Barcelona that he's not aware of any Chelsea approach, that their dream is still to go to Barcelona. Now, of course, this is a little bit reassuring that the father is saying they still want to go to Barcelona, but nonetheless, this news does worry me a little bit, because again, Chelsea have traveled to Brazil. They're there with one goal and one goal only, which is to sign Messinho. They're hell-bent on signing him. So we still have to worry about whether Chelsea will be able to convince Messinho. Maybe they'll offer him a lot of money. Maybe they offer the family bonuses. I don't know, but they're there, and they mean business, and they want to take him. Now, we're going to have to see whether Messinho will be able to withstand the pressure, not just from Chelsea, who will be throwing money at him, but also from Palmeiras themselves, because, of course, Palmeiras are going to rather make a deal with Chelsea, who are willing to pay the 60 million, rather than Barcelona, who want to make a payment plan. So we'll see if Messinho will withstand the pressure from Chelsea and from Palmeiras, and whether he will stick his ground and say, I only want to go to Barcelona, forcing Palmeiras' hand to only negotiate with Barcelona. Now, Palmeiras have said that they will respect the decision, whatever decision Messinho makes. So we'll have to see again if Messinho withstands the pressure and whether Palmeiras respects that decision. Now, one last bit of news, because it is reported that La Liga Rival are looking to take Marc Casado. Now, Marc Casado, we all know by now who he is, the 20-year-old defensive midfielder currently playing at Barca Athletic. He's the captain of Barca Athletic. He's someone that has come up through La Masia, lots of promise, but unfortunately, he hasn't been getting a lot of playing time with the first team because, of course, the first team is stacked in the midfield with players who are a lot more talented than Marc Casado, including Pedri, Gavi, Frankie de Jong, Ilkay Gundogan, even Fermin Lopez, who's doing much better than Marc Casado. So given how stacked we are in the midfield, Marc Casado has not been getting much playing time. And as a result, Marc Casado has informed the club that he will start hearing offers come this summer. Now, there are two clubs currently after Marc Casado. The first one is Valencia, who are looking to take him for free once his contract expires. The other club is, I'm blanking out right now. Oh, it's Granada, who want to take him on loan with an option to buy, a low option to buy. It's reported that Marc Casado prefers to go to Valencia, who again are insistent on signing him. But Barcelona do not want to lose the midfielder, and Barcelona do have a clause in his contract that allows him to unilaterally extend his contract by 1 more year without having to negotiate with him, without having to get the green light. So we'll have to see how this ends, whether Barcelona end up letting Marc Casado leave, whether they will keep him, because it is a difficult situation. Barcelona like Marc Casado. They would like to see him stay, but again, not a lot of space on the first team. So maybe they'll have to let him go. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, that is all the news for now. I will be making a second video later on today. Thank you for watching, for your likes, for your comments, your subscriptions. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, cars.